Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here. Welcome back to PrimeFools. So, I have been busy working with all that glass we made in the last episode. I've dyed it all into, as you guys probably just saw, green glass. Yeah, clear green stained glass. So, hopefully this is going to look pretty cool. But what we're going to be doing today is working on our greenhouse. Although it's not going to be a traditional greenhouse. You see this block over here, just floating in the sky. This block here is approximately one block below where the exact center of this top ring of the chicken platform is, but like directly opposite. So if I were to build another ring like that, one block above here, centered on this block, it would be, exactly the same, basically. It would be symmetrical. But because of what I'm going to be building out here, it's going to be a big sphere. And it's going to be slightly bigger than this. I think we need to actually move this a bit. So what would be helpful is if I actually could get some blocks. That's one thing for some reason in modded I never seem to have on me. So if I come out, let's say I come out like that's 31, I believe. That's 31, and if I want 35, so that's going to be adding 2 more on here. So if I come out to like say here, right? So there's 2 more. And I also want to come up so that I'm actually more in the middle here. And if we come over and look, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to here, and then 9 here. So if I come up by 4, that'll put me about halfway up that. So we're going to be moving out and moving up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sweet. Now should be able to remove all this stuff. Well, that was stupid. Man, it even removed the other one. No worries. I actually wrote down the coordinates. So, we'll come down here. And this might even be easier. So we'll F3. I need... Ooh, well, that's fine. No fall damage. So I actually need 1737 here, and minus 5393, which is here. But that was the original one. So if I come out 1, 2, and then this block right here, yeah. See, here's even my blocks, and then I want to go up to 111. All right, that's better. So now we got our block back in place here. So we are just a few blocks over, and then this is the original height that we wanted. So I actually wanted to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then we'll break these. I don't actually think it's not. It's all right. We can get that on here because we're gonna need it. Also, give me that block back. Okay, so up at level 114. This is pretty good. So what we're going to be doing today is messing with this builder block. Now these things are pretty sweet. Oh, look, got an achievement. Bob the Builder. So, as you can see, this guy, he wants a space card. Oh, you know what else he needs? He needs some power. Let's steal some from here. We'll just take this one. And, yeah, we'll take 2, just in case. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna need power. Okay. So he is going to be... What is that? Is it 1 billion? How many zeros is that? Or is it 10 million? Wow, this is gonna drain this completely. Alright. So we'll just, we'll give that a second to drain it. Oh wow, yeah, I guess that's actually 10 million. But I don't know how much energy it's actually gonna need though. So let's go stick these back on and then we'll check it out. So, oops. We'll stick one there and one there. Let those start charging. Yeah, that that Escalium reactor is pretty sweet. Look at that, 3,000 RF per tick. Whew. Okay, so yeah, these builder blocks. It's got a little bit of power now. Now, I put it out here because this will allow me to not mess with the offset. And what am I talking about that? Well, this shape card is what we're going to be using to build our sphere. That's right. I'm not actually going to be building this thing myself. That's ridiculous. Because this is going to be a fairly large sphere, and it would take me probably a couple hours to do, looking over at plots and stuff like that. So what I've got going on here is I've decided I want my sphere to be 35 across, 35 high, 35 down, you know, X, Z, Y. So I also have chosen the offset to be 0. Now the offset basically tells the builder block which block to set, in the case of a sphere at least, as the center. So when I messed around with this in creative at least, by changing the offset you can move the sphere to be anywhere you want. And it's kind of cool because, as we'll see in a second, we should be able to get a preview of what we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shape card and I'm going to right click it onto my builder block, and now it's been programmed with our shape card, and as you can see it's got the dimensions and the offset there. And if I click this support preview mode, this is pretty sweet. So this is what we're going to be building, and that you know, we can actually, you don't get blocks from that, but you can get out of it. And it's like, do I like that at that height? Well, yeah, actually, I think that looks pretty good right there. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to take my Hermitron case. I've got 2 cases completely full of these stained glass. I'm going to put it on top of this guy. So now it's got access to those things. We can actually turn this off if we want to, maybe save. I guess that wasn't using any power at all. So then all we have to do is take a lever. Now again, I don't know how much power this is going to use, so this could use all of it really quick, and we will be here for a while as I go back and forth these capacitors. Or it, you know, who knows? So let's just see. We'll flip the lever. Here it goes. Building away. I'm trying to actually catch it moving, but that might actually be all it can do. No. Oh, Hermitron's empty. Okay. So we will put the other one there. There we go. Man, that is so cool. Nice! Did the whole thing. With just a tiny little bit of power to spare. And we've got, it used a good portion of our glass. Most of it. So the real question is, how does it look? That is pretty slick, man. I gotta say, yeah, it would definitely take me hours, and it probably wouldn't even look that good. Alright, so now what I've got to do is come up with a cool design. I went with green glass just because it's a greenhouse, and why not, you know? Oh, can I get in here, please? Okay, so I'm not going to need this anymore. I guess I can just take the shape card, and then we can reuse that later. So what I've got to do is kind of figure out how I want to connect this, for one, to my systems down here below, if that's even something that I want to do, which I think it is. I might actually do it underground. I've kind of got this idea to, similar to how this has got a funnel below it, put something below this one, but less of a funnel and more of just like a gigantic pole, I guess, that's holding this thing in place. So I might mess with that. And then in the middle of that pole, I guess I could run wires to the ground. And then, of course, I have on purpose, I haven't completed this area. Well, I guess I have, but if I wanted to, I could wall this back area off and have a way to run wires all the way down through this whole tower thing to be able to get wires into the ground for power, for ME. I could even connect this up if I wanted to. So, yeah, that's pretty sweet. Okay, so before we really get into this, there's something we kind of need to understand real quick. I mean, it won't take long, so stick with me for a second. So these farming stations, as we can see, they've got, this is just a basic straight up farming station with no upgrades. I click on it and I show the range. We can clearly see that it only goes out by 3 from this. Now, the water source here in the middle will actually hydrate out to 4. So we can actually do a little bit better here. And what I wanted to show you guys is that I don't have my wireless terminal available for quick access. So if I look in here, do I have any double layer capacitors? So this is the lowest level capacitor that actually counts as a machine grade upgrade. The generic capacitor, or is that what it's called? Basic capacitor, does not work. So if I accidentally right clicked in there, but I put it in there so you could see that now it's going to take up, it's going to have a bigger power bank basically. It's also going to use more power, and it's also now got a much bigger range. So I can get the full 9x9 area, which is important. Now it does actually go out one more to actually effectively make it an 11x11, but that's not a big deal because we can make it bigger than we need it. That's fine. The problem is I don't want it to be too small because, whoops, well, that's fine because this will fix it automatically. These things are so cool, man. All right, so we're actually going to need to make a couple more of those, but we're going to put a bunch of different farming station platforms in here. That is the plan. So if I could get in, come on, there we go, got it. So if I remember correctly, okay, so this was the largest, right, this is the widest spot right here. So if I come out 1, 2, and then, all right, so that would be like the first 9x9 platform. And the way this actually measures out is I can go directly off of the corner right here. Pretty sure that's correct. Yeah. Because I can. So this will be the next corner of this platform. So if I come out this way, 2, 3, you'll get a second platform. And if I do that 2 more times, we get a neat shape like that. So I guess I'm gonna have some kind of main processing station in here where all of the stuff from the farms is gonna come. I think it might be a good idea to possibly just have its own storage system in here, so I might build one of those. Obviously, we'll need to connect it to our main platform, possibly down at this level, so you'll come in and into like the maintenance or storage, whatever it's going to be, you know, we're going to have down here. And then we can have an elevator block maybe to come up to the first platform. Who knows? We can do whatever we want, but there's going to be multiple levels of each of these platforms. And they can have whatever we want planted in them. But I want to have 1, 2, 3 blocks of space in between each one. So like this, right? And that will give me, 2 blocks of space so that I can move, and then any kind of cabling and wiring that needs to go underneath, I can still walk underneath it if I need to. The idea, hopefully, is that I won't really need to ever walk out of these things, but, who knows? So with that kind of spacing in mind, we could say that this is 1, 2, 3, and then another level here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then another level here. And I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is too tall because it's going to be only one high here, and I won't be able to grow any. Although, if the crops, well, no, because I want to be able to border them in. So this is going to be too high up because it's too close to the outer edge here. So this is all we're going to get. So let's see. I think that's the initial plus 2 more, and I think that'll be pretty good. All right, so I'm going to need to kind of figure out what I want to build this stuff out of, actually. Yeah, that looks so cool. That looks so cool. Man, all right. So I did actually have to rebuild it a couple times to get it right on the diagonal, but it's so easy with vein miner, and then you put up your builder block, and it's so quick. But yeah, so as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 times 4, so 12 platforms here, and I don't have dirt on all of them yet, but it's still what I talked about, right? They're 9x9s, and they're gonna have you know, the dirt's gonna be up on top of this, just like the lower one is. So there's going to be a 2 high gap here, but a 3 high underneath, so we can still run the cables. And this is actually a conduit facade, so I can run the conduit stuff through there. So that's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so I guess I need to get out here and make a few farming stations. But in between clips here, I have also done some pretty cool inventory stuff. So as you can see, I'm holding in my hand here an ender pouch, and it's a lime green ender pouch. And this is an ender chest. That's a lime green ender chest, and they are linked together, which is pretty cool. But this is sitting on top of an import bus. So whenever I'm out and about, you know, if I'm doing mining, I'm out adventuring, and I have an inventory full of stuff, I can just pop it in here, and it will automatically get sucked into my ME system, which is pretty sweet. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And apparently, if I click on it with the diamond, it, like, locks it to me or something. I don't really know. I mean, yeah, see, now my name's on it, so I don't really know what that means, but there's that. Okay, so farming stations. I need to make a couple of them now. I have pre-crafted a few zombie logic controllers, but I don't think I made 12 of them. So let's see. Oh, I'm gonna need a bunch of diamond hose. All right, I've got the farming stations, but I'm gonna need to make a whole bunch of paper matics. I just realized. I don't think I have a ton of paper here. Yeah, that's not a lot. How much do I have in here? 53. Yeah, I think I have some sugarcane. Hopefully I've got enough stuff here. Don't mind me. Just over here farting on some sugarcane. Yeah, the perks of having an obsidian cow. Could make a stack of reinforcements at a time, and then just go into the tool station. And, yeah, I can make all of these unbreakable. Cool. So let's head over here and let's figure out this farming station thing real quick. I mean, I've kind of already figured it out, but oh, thank you, Butcher, for sleeping, making it nice and bright in here. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to see real quick is I found this sponge pet, and apparently I can place water with it. Shift right click there. No, I want the water there. Nice. Sweet. That's pretty cool. Really handy, actually. And it eats lily pads, which I have a bunch of. So, cool. Alright, now let's get the farming station in. We'll put that here, and then there like that. There. Done. So, I've got to start filling these in, and then what I'm actually going to be doing is getting my backpack ready and getting my energy conduits, getting my item conduits, getting my wrench. Well, actually, I need to make room for those things. So energy, item, wrench. Okay. And then I'm going to be taking those conduits and I'm going to be running them up, whoops, up here like this, so that I can actually still walk underneath them. But as you can see now, now that I've got more Ender IO stuff in my hand, you can actually see through the facades. So we're just going to run through like that and stick them out so that all of the farming stations are poking out through here, like that. The one up top here is obviously just going to be hanging out over the edge, for now at least. All right, all the farming stations are in place, looking pretty fancy, actually. I am liking the way this is coming together. Oh, you know what? I actually now need to go in, and even though these are all in place, I need to actually put in their Maddox and a double layer capacitor. I should have done this while I was putting them in, but I forgot. I guess the other thing I need to do after that is figure out exactly how I want to get power into this place. I'm probably going to build a platform similar to that one, that walkway I mean, with the ME cable and power cables running underneath. But maybe instead of blue, we try something else. This is a greenhouse after all. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. So we got some brown lava bricks, which actually have a hint of green, I think. And of course some willow slabs and stairs along with the oak, I think looks pretty awesome. And I've also gone ahead and run the ME conduit and the power conduit underneath the little platform bridge here. So now we're connected up into here. And I guess what I'm going to need to do is kind of figure out exactly where and how I want all this stuff to kind of connect together. So I want there to be like a platform to be standing on down here. We'll have a bunch of storage drawers and stuff. So maybe I need to figure out my lower platform next. Seems to be the best thing to do. And I think I'll probably just start with the trusty the wire frame here. What is it? Wire frame. Nice. So I'll probably pick a level. I'm thinking, well, I don't want to do the whole bottom, and in fact, I kind of want it to look like it's attached to this thing here. So do I have any of these on me? No, I have one, but I think they are in my system here. Yep, okay. There's a couple. So all right, so that's everything done. These top platforms here are made out of willow wood. I really think that looks good in this greenhouse dome thing. I don't even know what I would call it. But yeah, this is all hooked up. It's all got powered. I chiseled some glowstone to provide some light to each of the floors just so that it grows even at nighttime if nobody's sleeping. It might look like a big mess, but it's all hooked up. So it's all powered by this capacitor bank. It's just a normal capacitor bank, but it's at 5 million RF, and that's hooked up to the main Escalium reactor, of course. My ME stuff. Got a crafting terminal here, and this drawer controller is actually, there's nothing in here yet, but it's going to be controlling these drawers, and I've actually got a storage bus on here, so this is connected to my ME system. So like, ooh, apples, perfect. So if I pull the apples out, right now they're not in the system. If I put them into one of these drawers here, so if I do like this, now I can actually still access them. So whatever stuff I harvest with these flowers in here and crops, whatever, I'm going to be able to harvest in here. Ooh, and I have already forgot that I'm going to need another drawer because, whoops. Let's get a basic drawer. We'll get another one here like this. Because what we're going to have going on here is, whoa, I want to make it like that, beautiful. So we're going to have wheat seeds, quartz, or I guess Certus quartz essence, and then we'll have marble essence, and then we'll also have sugarcane. So that is what I'm going to be growing here, and all I should need to do now is grab some seeds here. So we'll grab Certus quartz seeds. Oh, I've got redstone seeds. Oh yeah, Super Turtle gave me those. Bunch of marble seeds. What else did I say? We'll get do I have regular seeds? And do I even have any? I've got 2. That's a start. Actually, let me get some more stuff here. Alright, so I should, in theory, if I can get in here, be able to just plop these guys down here like this, and then in every other place in here, it will be okay, because actually, I should just be able to, let's see how this works. Here, here, and like that. Yeah, so now it's working on its own. Sweet. And it will also deal with these sugar canes as they grow up as well. So that is pretty cool. And we can verify that because I can fart on these plants. Yep, there it goes. Sweet. I'll make sure it's got plenty of seeds. It shouldn't actually need that. I think if I do like that, can I like lock these like that? Looks like that's working. Yeah, alright. Sweet. So now I just got to basically plant as many things as I can. Oh yeah, that's one thing I did notice, is we're going to have a bit of corner overlap here. And that's not really that big of a deal, I guess. Ooh, I'm still shifting. That's not really a big deal. It's just something that I'll have to keep in mind. Alright, I'm going to plant a bunch of stuff here. So check it out. I went ahead and added the pillar thing here and a little cradle for the sphere. So now it looks like a big glass ball just kind of sitting in this marble structure, which I think is pretty sweet. Now, something that's cool about this, you might notice, is that it's glowing, because you can actually paint glowstone using the same painting machine I used to make my cable or Ender IO conduit facades. I painted up some glowstone in this marble texture. So right here, this is actually a piece of glowstone, but you wouldn't know it by looking at it. And I only did that just to keep this more or less lit up. It's kind of cool at night because it makes it glow, but really it's for during the day, so this doesn't look super dark in comparison with the rest of the marble. So this thing is pretty much done, you guys. I think it's looking really awesome. I've got some stuff going on in here. Plants going. I have figured out, you put a seed in the farming station, and then you click that lock button real quick, and you can lock it so that seeds will build up in there. However, and this is my newest project. This is what I'm going to be working on for a while, I think, is these Inferium plants. I need to get a bunch of tier 5 Inferium plants so that I can get a bunch more Inferium essence, so that I can start cranking away at making a bunch more different types of seeds for all this stuff that I want to be building. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be messing around with these Inferium plants for a while because I've got to get that stuff built up. So yeah, I'll be doing that off camera in between episodes because I'm sure you guessed it, that's all the time I've got for this one. So if you did like the episode, you guys, please do leave it a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about our greenhouse orb here. And if you've got any ideas or suggestions for things I can do around the area, definitely let me know down there as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the content and want to see more. Check out the other PrimeFools. Their links are in my description as well. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.